All right, I'm gonna play a video for you guys to watch, and then we'll chime in on it afterwards. Some pieces I want to point out, but here you go. And for people like, oh yeah, but you love AMC. I'm holding Ape. What do you think Ape is? Like for real? Like just wanted to comment on that. 'Cause people are like, you're out. Why are you talking about it? Because I got back in. So let me play this video so you guys can see it. I don't have my laptop with me. I'm not gonna go down to the truck to get it to come back upstairs to do the whole fucking thing. I just want to show you the video. It's important.
Another story we're watching, drama continues to manifest for AMC 1 week after the theater chain reported its 14th consecutive quarterly loss and fourth straight year in the red. CEO Adam Aron tweeting on Tuesday that AMC has been on the threshold list for more than 3 weeks. But what exactly is the threshold list and what does it mean for the company and investors? Our own Jared Blickery is here to break it down for us. Jared?
Yes, a couple of definitions that Adam Aron is throwing us, or at least some technical terms that he's throwing at us, threshold lists and FTDs. And let's get to the first definition, and that would be threshold list. Now, this is going to be a little technical, and I will back up and we'll get to naked short selling in a second here, but this is companies whose transaction have failed to clear for 5 consecutive trading days at a registered clearing agency. Now, when you buy a stock, it has 1 day to clear. When you short a stock, it has 1 or more days to clear. It depends on where you are historically, but sometimes there are fails to deliver. And a fail to deliver is when you don't have the ability to prove that you borrowed the stock legally before you actually shorted it. So this gets to naked short selling. And naked short selling of a company is shorting a company stock that has not been affirmatively determined to exist. Now, most of the time it's illegal. If a hedge fund releases a short report on a stock, they can short it, but they have to pay a borrowing fee. They have to borrow it from somebody so they don't engage in naked short selling, which increases the amount of shares and the float of the company. Now, market makers like those at the New York Stock Exchange, Citadel is one, they can engage in naked short selling, and it's perfectly legal. It's part of their market making duties to provide liquidity for a stock. But all of this is coming ahead of a very important date for
Hold on a
AMC.
second. Now I'm gonna stop it right there. Now that's why that tweet that Popcorn put out there that he contacted FINRA and the big board and told them, hey, listen, we've been on the threshold list. What's going on? Let me tell you something, what's going on. The fucking system is designed to do that because it is not the hedge funds that are doing this. It's the apparatus, it's the entire, people gotta get out of their brain like this thing of, no, but Popcorn's fighting back. The fuck he is. The market maker and the exchange create liquidity when there isn't, and then we'll deal with it later. And then this starts the downward spiral of everything else falling apart. There is nothing structured on that other side. That's why that tweet pissed me off, because at the end of the day, he knows better than that. But he did it, and then he said, don't forget to vote. That's why at the end of the day, the mindset of people like, diamond hands, hold forever. I'm like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, I'm holding Ape because I want to bump up. And I'm deciding now whether I was going to run the reverse split. I'm like, might as well, in for a penny, in for a pound. But I'll decide that next couple of days. But please understand, everything that's been going on the other side, everybody knows. You're not calling attention to anything, okay? The only missing piece was back then when I showed up and I was like, dog, listen. They're delaying these orders. It was the brokers batching them up, sending them over to the market maker, obviously the exchange. There is no shares of AMC out there. That's why they can continue manufacturing, because the entire apparatus, everything on that side is all tied together in this dystopian type way, okay? That's why at the end of the day, they need this cleanup operation. This thing has gone out of control. Christ, we're even involved with FTX. Did you ever think some weird shit with this stock, yeah, but at the end of the day, they need it, but now you see at the end of the day, they're like, yeah, it's no big deal, the market making the exchange, they could do this. They have to provide liquidity. How? Synthetics that are never found, and then it just keeps spiraling out of control, because the more we bought, the more they fucked around, the more we found out. So now people have a bigger, better picture of everything, and why that tweet was just, come over here, my little dear apes. I want to strangle you one more time. That's all it is, because at the end, it's just for the vote. It's just for the merger, the cleanup operation, consolidation, throwing more shares down in order to just wipe out everything on the other side. That's why phase 1 was when we got together. Phase 2 was the creation of ape. This is phase 3. People don't understand what's phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. What do you want me to call it? Level 1, level 2, level 3. I mean, that's like with your mother's sex tricks. I just say phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. If you want to go 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, whatever makes you wear that dress that your mother wore, hey, that's for you, not for me. Just putting out the information so hopefully everybody sees what I'm thinking, and you can do whatever you want to do. So, Trey love.